This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Well, I'm going to start off the news today reviewing the two albums that dropped because I know you guys want to hear that. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that like button. First of all, Yo Gotti dropped a decent album. It's not the I only judge people on their own work. So, like, first and foremost, before we move forward, when I judge an artist, I judge them on their work and not the climate. Obviously, Yo Gotti is better than most of the artists out here. Do I like the album? It's cool. But that's me. I like an earlier Gotti that was more motivational. Even if he was talking that street talk or whatever, it was more motivational. Now he's more brag rap to me. Now he does have good beat selection on the album. I think the best track to me so far, because I see where he's going. He's going for hits, okay? He changed at one point and went just for hit records, and I understand it's a money play, right? Rake It Up and all that. That's not like typical Gotti, right? Pose. That song is trash, okay? That's not Yo Gotti, though. That's why it's trash. What song is fire? Battle, okay? And he samples Gangsta Boo on there, okay? She has a song off of a 1998 album when she first signed with 3-6 Mafia, calling Where Them Dollars At. Classic. That's Yo Gotti right there. That's probably one of the most fire tracks on that album. He has a song called Bounce That, where he's specifically making songs for certain things, like he's making a strip club anthem with Bounce That. No, he's trying to do things for money plays instead of just being him, you know, and that's the problem I have with a Yo Gotti right now. Besides that, decent album. You know, you got Ty Dolla $ign on there, Lil Baby's on. Obviously, we see this. The album's gonna do well because he has put a date on it with Lil Baby, which did really well last year. Then he also has Pose already. Of course, Megan Thee Stallion was on fire last year and continuing her reign this year, and that's good. Then he has a song called Heaven on Earth. It's all right. You know, it's all right. You know, I'm not gonna totally rip it down. And then another thing I didn't like, he has a song called More Ready Than Ever, which is sampling the same sample that Heatmakerz used for the Diplomats album. Be Ready, right? I'm ready. I'm sorry. And first of all, if you're gonna touch that, you know, do it right. Like, get the Heatmakerz to remake it. Don't get Street Runner and I forget the other guy's name. What's his name? I don't want to disrespect him at all. But let me see if I can find his name before we get it. Because, you know, you got these two guys. They did it, but, you know, it's just flipping the same. He's like, yo, I want this to be a Heatmaker, like sound like Heatmakerz. And it's like, all right, his name's Tariq Azuz, TK. And they're great producers. Street Runner, I love Street Runner. He's been around for a long time, and you get, you know, this guy Tariq. I'm not so familiar with everything, but he's doing his thing. I mean, that's obvious. So it's not their fault. It's Yo Gotti not paying homage to who first made it. This is the problem I had with Lil Wayne's last album. He had, and we'll get into that in a second. He had Swizz Beatz remake a G-Dep track. I forget who originally made that track, but then, you know, we went through that and we gave him his credit at the time. But, you know, he redid this song with Swizz Beatz that was G-Dep's old song. You know, it's like, dude, just get the original guy who made it. You know, Swizz Beatz is on there like acting like he made the beat. You ain't make the beat, bro. All right. Then we got Lil Wayne's album. Oh wait, this isn't it. Okay, hold on, let me put it in. I'm slipping. You caught me slipping. Lil Wayne's album right here, Funeral. Okay, it's all right. I don't think it's an album though. The funny thing is, if you flip the album upside down, it says Lil Wayne. So that's pretty cool, but it's cool. It's a mixtape. That's what it is to me. It's not a Wayne album. I can only judge it on Wayne's work. Now, lyrically, obviously, Wayne's one of the best where it's effortless, okay? He's going to do his thing on each one. I think the beat selection could have been better. I think there could have been some better songs, but I think Wayne has so much music that he has to drop albums right now. Think about the kind of and I also found it funny that Drake or Nicki's not on here. Why? I know they don't have a problem with each other, but why aren't they on there? Why wasn't Drake on the last album? You know? Like, I'm just curious. Why? There has to be a reason. Oh, and Young Thug's not on the album, and he said Young Thug was going to be on the album. J-Rock's on the album. I love that. That's actually a great track, Bing James. And the first 2 tracks are great. He says you don't know who your friends are until you die because they show up at the funeral. It's pretty cool. I don't know. You know, it's worth it. It's worth. I'll just say this. I'm glad Lil Wayne's still dropping music. I'm glad Yo Gotti's still dropping music. And as long as they're still active, I can't completely complain. I'm just giving you my total thoughts. Is this the best Wayne album I've ever heard? No. Was the last one better? Yes. Yo Gotti. Best Yo Gotti album I've ever heard? Absolutely not. But, you know, it is what it is. We're still getting new music. And what more could you ask for, right? Anyways, guys, check him out. It's worth checking him out. I think Russ dropped something today, too. And I know Key Glock dropped something, but I'm not the biggest Key Glock fan. It's gonna take me a minute to get into Key Glock. Yeah, Russ dropped something which I gotta check out, which is probably good. He got Benny the Butcher on there, which is dope. He has a song with Rick Ross that I'm sure is fire. I didn't check it out yet. He even has Devin the Dude on there. So I like Russ, man. He's paying, you know, he pays attention to the past, current. Russ is doing his thing. Who else dropped something today? Totally forgetting somebody that dropped something today. I know Currency dropped something today. Somebody else dropped something, and I'm missing that. But anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I will check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower, JT News. Peace.